Butler. I know I just did the live, and I try not to overcook the grits in the live, get in, get out, and everything like that. Right, right. And I know I did a little short on the Avengers 54 and everything like that, but I feel like there's more to it than what I put out there. So um I fully expect my brother Daryl to pull up at some point in time, maybe Mr. Smith. But this where I'm coming from with it, right? And so let's do this. The Avengers 54, you've seen the cover, right? And so I'm a nerd. I feel like I gotta start off by saying that, right? I'm a nerd, right? What's going on? What's going on, Groovy? What's going on? I'm a nerd, and so you know, people be like loving to say that whole one for one stuff, and I'd be like, man, go sit down somewhere with that stuff, right? And so you get Iron Man, and you get this artificial intelligence that's called Alfred. My bad. Is it Alfred? No, I don't know why I keep wanting to say that. That's Alfred Pennyworth. Um, Dadgum, Jarvis. And so you sit up here as a person that's my age, you be like, wait, the AI's named Jarvis? We start doing that. You remember Jarvis as the butler for the Avengers, and you be like, okay, all right, I guess, all right, cool, I guess. I mean, I guess we gonna roll him up to the future, right? Go back and you get Peggy Carter. Oh, Jarvis was a real dude. Well, we knew that. We just knew he was the butler for the Avengers as well because he came with Tony. And so you get the Avengers 54. You can read so many comics, you be forgetting stuff and everything like that. And some of these storylines are just they were nice. And so you open up this storyline, you got the Avengers. They working on setting up brand new security equipment because folks keep running up in Avengers mansion. Yes, mansion. I said mansion. No, I didn't say nothing about no tower. I didn't say nothing about no celestial. I didn't say nothing about it. I said a mansion. That's what that was. Yeah, and if you watch the cartoon, Earth's Mightiest Heroes saw a mansion, right? That's canon. That's where they were, in a mansion. And so you sit up there and you're like, okay, Jarvis is acting suspicious, right? Janet knows Jarvis is acting suspicious. The Avengers tell Jarvis everything that's going on because they trust him. And he takes their secrets because he needs some bread, some paper, some money, some ducats, right? And he takes it over to the Masters of Evil, who are working for this character named the Crimson Cow. And part of the Masters of Evil, one of the Masters of Evil is Dane Whitman. You know, the Black Knight. You know that dude that they said was supposed to come a long time ago, and we ain't seen him? Right. He's not really a bad guy. His uncle was when he was the Black Knight. And so Dane's thing is he gonna get all the intel and everything like that, and he gonna tell the Avengers, let them know what's going on, so they don't get hurt. It ain't before him. Giant Man, Black Panther. This is his first time being called Black Panther since he's been in this Avengers comic book. Other than that, they were just calling him the Panther. Still got that partial mask on and everything like that. Hawkeye and Janet. Okay, cool. And so he tell them what's going on, but the Masters of Evil, they ain't trying to hear all that. Hey, you know, that thing is dead man, don't tell no tales. I ain't mad at that. But then you got Klaw, because all the Masters of Evil say why they there. You got Klaw, and if you was on the live early, you heard what I said. This dude want to run the fade with T'Challa. The only reason why he here. I say this dude want to run the fade with T'Challa. This is the only reason why. This is the only reason why he in this comic book. He telling you, this the only reason why I'm here. I don't care nothing about the rest of the Avengers. I need him. And as a Black Panther fan, I'm sitting there saying, Avengers 52. I'm sorry, Fantastic Four 52. I know what happened in that comic book, right? I read 53. I read 54. Right? I read that Fantastic Four annual. Right? I read them Captain America comic books, right? I didn't review them, right? I'm just looking at how much of the stuff that my guy did that did not show up in the MCU in comparison to what other folks did that showed up in the MCU. That's all I'm looking at. I'm looking at Sal Buscema, right? I'm looking at that. I mean, because I be wanting to give folks they proper dues. I want to make sure I do this right. Because I ain't write this comic book. I didn't. I ain't write this comic book. But I got Roy Thomas and John, not Sal. I got Roy Thomas writing this comic book. And I think Roy Thomas is, I think he's well respected in the comic book community, right? And I got Roy Thomas building off of what Stan Lee wrote. Because Roy Thomas ain't write Fantastic Four 52. He ain't write that. Cause safe to say he read it. which is more than I can say for quite a few writers today when it comes to them writing and everything like that. Safe to say Roy Thomas wrote what Stan Lee. I'm sorry. Safe to say Roy Thomas read. That's what I need to say. Read what Stan Lee wrote. Like he read it. He read it because he quoted it. He had Klaw quote that like, yeah, I'm only because the dude did this and the dude did that. Yeah, he damn sure did. He damn sure did. And he even put the comic book quotes right there. Say, hey, you go back to this comic book right here and you'll see what he did, what this dude upset about. I ain't getting none of that in MCU. And folks act like I be tripping. Folks act like I be tripping. Everybody that's a Black Panther fan be tripping. They act like we crazy. We sit up and like, no, we're not. Because they don't never say, you know what, y'all right. That was effed up that Ultron did that. That shouldn't have been Ultron. No, don't say nothing. It ain't got to be one for one. I promise you, in every Batman origin story I read and or watch, I promise you Thomas is always stepping up. That little thing right there. Thomas ain't never standing behind Bruce and Martha. He ain't never doing that. Buddy, he might even get a lick in. Yeah. But Thomas always in the front. But I'm tripping. Black Panther fans, we wrong. We tripping. We tripping. No, that wasn't to Eric. That wasn't Klaw running from T'Challa to the point where he got either deleted, self-deleted, or ran into some type of sonic device. No. He got deleted by Eric. So Klaw take the arm. I'm sorry. So Ultron get to take the arm and Eric delete him. And I'm wrong. I got a comic book here from 1968 saying, no, T'Challa should have been doing all that. I'm in my feelings. That's all I know how to tell you. I'm in my feelings. What you say, Lex? This is why I wish Stan Lee and Kirby were still around. They treat our heroes and villains right. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. What you say you late, man? I don't know because I'm in my feelings. What's going on, Groovy Feet? I'm in my feelings. I remember feeling. That's all I'm saying. I remember feeling. I got a comic book sitting here from 1968 with some respect on my dog name, and I'm wrong. I'm wrong as a Black Panther fan. Like I don't want to hear that no more from somebody. When somebody say T'Challa's scientific attributes are being given to everybody else, don't say nothing else. Let that person be great. I don't care if that person say his scientific attributes are being given to Shuri. You're not stupid. You know what that person means. Don't do no more videos. Don't do no response videos where you losing your cookies. No, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Because now it's at the point now where I might come looking for you my damn self. You want controversy? You know what? I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind at this point because now it's way too obvious. Now what we're saying is we don't care. You forgot something? Yes, Grand Madam. I forgot to speak. I didn't get in depth. I didn't get into it like I wanted to. I really am in my feelings about that. Because I didn't listen to folks bash Black Panther fans ever since Chadwick Boseman passed away. As if folks didn't understand what was being said. You know, and the sad part about it is way too many of them folks things you respect about characters. And it's irking my nerve because it's like whether they young, whether they old, they Black, they white, they know the stupid stuff they be saying. They know the stupid stuff they be saying. They love to say that one for one stuff. And that get on my nerves more than anything else, especially when we know our generation ain't never looked for one to nothing. So now I be trying to figure out who these little jits who breath smell like Similac think they be talking to. Like, that's one of the most disingenuous things to say to an older person. Oh, it ain't got to be one for one. How about you go tell your friends that they got to be one for one? We ain't never looked for one for nothing. What we've always looked for is respect for the source material. And you ain't telling nobody that's got sense that they've ever respected the source material when it came to Black Panther. I asked the question, where Bass at? What Bass signing off on it? You asked a great question, Grand Madam, in the earlier line that I did. Shooty gave up leadership of what to who without having a conversation with who. If the wizard play a role in Shazam, if what dude named Khonshu play a role over there with Mark Spector, if Buddy play a role over here with Dr. Fate, Kent Nelson, him, we're not gonna keep doing that. We're not gonna keep doing that, and I'm not gonna keep excusing that. If Odin play a role with Thor, Zeus play a role with Hercules, what the boy name play a role with Diana and Themyscira, all them Greek gods over there, I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm not going to keep doing that, and I'm not going to keep making excuses for that. No, I'm not going to keep doing that. We're not going to act like Bass don't play a role in Wakanda. We're not going to act like that. And folks going to stop underselling that. You give me 13, how many, 5 episodes, The Lies of Wakanda, I don't get not one Bass connection? Stop. Stop. I'm not, all we asking for is the same respect for our hero we get everybody else. And folks want to act like, because that's our favorite hero, we don't have other heroes that we're fans of. No, we're not doing that with Mary. We're not doing that with Peter Parker. We're not. It's always a wrestling event. He always never stopped that dude that stole that money. That dude always run by him. It ain't never his problem. That dude always wind up popping Uncle Ben. Stop. I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not. The only thing we changed about that whole Aquaman 2 was Black Manta did not delete the child, and I was so happy for that. Ooh, we're not ready for that. Don't do that. Don't do that. This country, this world is not ready to see that scene play out on live. But the other way around, yeah. That way, no. Don't do that. That was a great editorial decision. was. It was a great editorial decision. But no, I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not going to keep watching us be insulted because we asking for the same stuff. No, we're not. Folks get on their high horse, want to talk about folks. Educate folks. You use your platform to educate folks. Stop using your platform to go after people, smiting people, snapping on folks, cussing folks out. You use your platform to educate folks. That's what we do going forward. You use your platform. You got time to cuss somebody out. You got time to educate. you got time to educate. Right now, we suffering from a lack of education when it comes to our black superheroes. That don't make no damn sense. I know it sounds like I'm ranting and raving, but issue 54 really did get me triggered. As Grand Madam said, that's a whole story in and of itself we didn't get. Whole bunch of folks out there don't know Alfred is actually a real person. Like, oh, he was real. He was real back there with Peggy Carter. No, that's the MCU. He been real with the Avengers. That's what Alfred been. I'm gonna say that's where Jarvis been real with the Avengers. The Avengers. The Avengers. Jarvis. The Avengers. So that's what got me in my feelings. And if you can't relate to that, then what you're telling me is that I shouldn't even be able to relate to Matt Murdock being a Catholic. That's what you're telling me. I shouldn't be able to relate to none of that. I shouldn't be able to relate to Mark Spector being Jewish. That's what you're telling me. And I think that's a lie. I should know how the Fantastic Four got their abilities. I shouldn't have been looking at that last Fantastic Four movie that Fox put together and like, that ain't what happened in the comic books. They was in a spaceship. And I don't believe Victor was there with them. Matter of fact, I know how Victor got his abilities. Hey, that had nothing to do with no cosmic rays. No, I really believe Victor was messing with some stuff he ain't had no business messing with. Some chemicals and everything like that. Yeah. He was dabbling in mysticism and all that good stuff. He was just the smartest read and everything like that. Let him tell it. But yeah, that's how we got Dr. Doom. I don't know nothing about no cosmic ray. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. So if I can respect everybody else's characters, everybody else's favorites, I'm tired of the nonsense, the disingenuousness when it comes to T'Challa. And issue 54 set me off. So if you don't know why issue 54 set me off, go read it. Go read it. The Avengers, Marvel Unlimited. You either got the comic book at the house or you can go get the subscription. Marvel Unlimited, The Avengers 54, 1968. Yep. That's it. I'm out. I think I needed to get that up off my chest. I feel better now. Like, share, subscribe. In the meantime, in between time, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.